Hello, today we take an interview with the teacher of biology of our school, Mr. Selvin. Thank you for participating. And the first question for you is how important the soil quality for health growth of plants and trees?
Oh, it's very important because most people think the soil is dead, but the soil is an ecosystem by itself. It has more bacteria and living things inside the soil than on top of the soil. So it's very, very important to keep it healthy because then it will give you all the nutrients that the plants need without having to add fertilizer.
Very interesting. So the second question, how widespread is the problem of poor soil quality today?
Ooh, it's the worst problem you can find because the soil quality has gone down because of many different things. For example, soil erosion, overgrazing of the land by the animals, and it's a very big problem. The easiest way to find out is if you ask your grandmother or your grandfather about vegetables and fruit that they grew when they were younger, they will tell you, we only added water and we got big, nice, juicy fruit. Now, you have to add fertilizer and all sorts of things. It shows you how bad the soils have become.
Yes, I agree with you. This problem is very widespread. So, do you think a system that translates very difficult data of sensors and other information that people get from some analyzers and so on will be easier to understand if we will translate it into a simple recommendation, like add more water or fertilizer? Like this.
Yes, of course. That's the important thing. Is if you can get a system that can analyze the soil, then and as you say, put it in very easy terms what you must add to make the soil healthy again. It will be very useful not only for farmers, it will be useful for people who grow vegetables and fruit and food at home.
Thank you. So, would a website like ours be useful for farmers and other people? So, you said that yes, and why?
Because what happens is if you want to do a soil testing professionally, it's quite expensive. People have to pay. Because they don't have money, they just don't do it. Even though it's very important to do it. If you have a website, it will make it more accessible and it will be easier for people to use it without having to pay too much money to have it done.
So thank you. And the last question, what features would you recommend to add to our website? Maybe something...
Okay. So what your website... I'm not too sure what the website's going to be doing. But you're going to have to be able to get sensors that will pick up all the different nutrients that are needed in the plant. You also will then have to have, for example, I can think of something very quickly, banana. Banana has a lot of magnesium and it has a lot of potassium which plants need. Even the peels of the banana. So instead of saying add potassium, you will say add 1/2 of a banana or 3 banana peels to your plant and it will grow. Okay, that's an example. What else? If you take when you make shashlik and you have ash, right? The white ash, it's called potash because it's useful for plants. If you put that into the soil, maybe your website will say add 3 cups of that to your plant because that will make the plants produce flowers. See, and so in other words, don't make it too scientific. Change the science into something useful that people can use.
Thank you. It was very informative and useful for us. We will add it on our website, and maybe it will be in the internet. Yep, so you can see it.
That would be nice.
We will just share with our results.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
Thank you.